widespread looting. There are no journalists in Gaza. There are no journalists in Gaza.
After we just watched Hossam Shabbat.
First journalist in Gaza to die covering the war.
An Israeli drone strike has severely injured 2 journalists in southern Gaza.
In December,
The receipts!
The drone strike killed Al Jazeera cameraman Samer Abu Dhaka.
Al Jazeera's correspondent Ismail Abu Omar arrived at a
And these are just Gazans who became journalists.
He was targeted by a drone missile.
Most of
Palestinian
them.
journalist and his son have been killed in an Israeli airstrike overnight.
Every single day we're losing either a colleague or a family of a colleague.
Ismail's wife, son, daughter and grandson were all killed.
A large
Losing
amount
his
of
whole
evidence
family.
suggesting that they have been targeted specifically and their families because they're journalists.
Even if they're wearing press jackets, even if they're clearly marked as press, they
Yeah.
know that they are being targeted.
More than 100 journalists targeted and murdered by the United States and Israel. And I say that very deliberately because none of this would be going on without the decision in the White House of the United States to assist Israel to murder these journalists.
If more than 100 journalists had been killed in, say, Ukraine in a period of just over 6 months, would the global response not have been different?
Of course, we're brown.
You see the killing of Palestinian journalists in Gaza and the failure of Western journalists to speak up. That in
Yep.
itself, a lack of moral courage.
We want to report, we want to tell the world what's going on. It's heartbreaking to report this
Headline
today.
news.
It's heartbreaking to report Shireen's killing, Hamza's killing, and Samer's killing.
What kind of democracy locks the global media out of a war zone that has become a slaughterhouse for civilians, kills journalists?
Why does Israel not allow any journalists into Gaza? It's strictly Gazans and Palestinians that are in there. It's just them reporting their own genocide. Like, they won't let Americans go in. They'll let Americans embed with the IDF and watch what they do, and they have to promise not to say anything bad about the IDF. So the IDF is literally the state-run media. It's not groups like this.
Journalists there at an unprecedented rate.
165 Palestinian journalists have been
165
killed since October 7. And
From where are the Reuters? From where are all of these international news agencies getting their footage and for their videos and their images? They're getting it from us.
That's very true. So, let's dive further, because the Committee to Protect Journalists has an article here.